Let me see. Can we see politicians? Fantin, Meltem. See scientists, please. Scientists.
Scientists.
Defne, Mahdiyar, just mine. What about the other guys? Come on.
No French.
No Spanish students among the scientists, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we had less.
No.
Okay, let's see economists. We have just one. Aisha, no?
No, I think that Vega, one of my students, Vega, is in the meeting, and I think she's a politician too. I think so.
Can we see environment activists? Seductive pickle. Really? Valentin. And we have three environment, no. Yes, 3 environment activists? Okay.
Yeah, maybe. No, Hector, I think one of
activists and environmental scientists, economists, and all kinds of people have heard. Okay, so we are going to have a debate about the climate action. We are going to start because we've got some very important things to do tomorrow, and especially that's a test. So we are going to start with Turkish people, right? And so what do you have to say to start the debate?
Guys, come on. Okay, Sahan. Yeah.
Sahan.
Yeah. Good night, everyone, or morning, whatever. So as I was thinking, as a CEO and as a businessman for that matter, I was thinking when we're talking about like banning something and absolute deletion of it from our society, there are, lots of problems that emerge from, the absence of that thing we're deleting. For example, if you're like planning on banning fossil fuels, we should be completely aware. I personally think it would be a miss if we get that kind of instability and actually imbalance right now in the world. And actually, I was talking with one of our group mates today morning, and they were saying that we could actually use other sources as our main source of energy. But as I thought and I researched a bit, I understood that that's not really how business works. If we ban fossil fuels, that will actually increase electricity and heating pricing enormously. It's not that we ban fossil fuels and everything will be the same as it was. Everything will be actually very pricier because we lost not as much price and expensive source of our energy. And yeah, that's the
as a CEO, maybe so that is your point of view as a CEO. Maybe some people around the table.
I was gonna talk about some advantages about fossil fuels, such as cheap source of energy. Fossil fuels reservoirs are
You
easy
are an
to
activist,
detect.
right?
Yeah, I'm a CEO actually.
CEO. Okay.
Yeah, relatively independent of weather conditions. Also, waste products can be used for plastic production. Fossil power plants are relatively easy to set up. Only small surfaces areas required, and
will be jobless and all. But if we start investing renewable energy right now, then as for the jobless people, renewable energy just does not come into our houses itself. Like we have to open companies for them too, so the jobless people can start working at those companies. And also, we're going to run out of fossil fuels, and we have to find a solution to that. And an aspect that I also want to talk about is the climate change. Because if we do not stop the climate change now, very soon there won't be a way back. And one of the biggest reasons of climate change is fossil fuels. So if we don't ban the fossil fuels now, we won't have a way back, and we cannot stop the climate change without cutting out the biggest reason. As citizens, we understand that we cannot just cut off fossil fuels, but little things make a big difference. So if we could just start having one step at a time, then it could make a big change for the future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Beryl. Castille, would you like to answer?
Yes. So I'm an economist, and I would like to say banning fossil fuels would be impossible because other sources aren't sufficiently developed yet, and we are not ready to replace fossil fuels. For example, in United States, nearly 70% of energy is currently from fossil fuels. We just can't change our type of energy production so fast. This change has to be progressive, otherwise the economy will be crashed. Because solar energy and wind energy are dependent on weather conditions, and sometimes we are in period when the production is insufficient because of the weather. So we need to keep fossil fuels to compensate of the irregularity of these renewable energies.
Thank you, Castille. Is it possible to have a point of view of a scientist?
Citizen.
Pardon?
I'm citizen.
Oh, citizen, okay.
Yeah. Carbon dioxide emission from burning coal equals 44% of world total air pollution released when oil is burned. Also occurs several major accidents. Exxon Valdez spill, Mare Noir, in 1989, 1,000 animals engulfed by oil plus affects fishing activity. Natural gas occurs a fifth of world's total in terms of emissions. As for social difficulties, fossil fuels companies don't treat their workers fairly, I think. The fossil fuels in danger, but especially indigenous and communities who are on the front lines of pollution and climate chaos, so it increases environmental inequalities. That's my point. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you.
Fuel products were causing global warming, but they had chosen to keep it as secret from the people. So they have poured their resources into lobbying politicians, attacking scientists, and producing deceptive ad campaigns. They wanted to make citizens think that they can support their life without the energy of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are main source of global warming, and although it's so harmful for human life, that's all. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so you said that it came back to the early 80s. So you knew it. What did you do?
I don't really know.
And do you fear the climate change? Climate change, is it better than climate warming?
It's a bad thing because it's harming so many people's life and so many animals' life, plants as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's not sure.
So that's good. You have someone in mind. Next.
About partnership between governments. In the beginning, as Sahan said, there is a balance and deal between countries and governments. Governments interact each other by selling fossil fuels, and they're like in partnership with each other, like as we know. Fossil fuels important between governments because, like as I mentioned, there is a big deals and partnership, and if this is banned, there will be chaos and maybe war, because today in the afternoon at school we talk in the class, and everybody said that my friends and I talked, and everybody said that there will be chaos if this is banned, because everything is like, if this is banned, everything will be like change, and we don't want to change everything because there's a big deals, because fossil fuels, and as a conclusion, fossil fuels is a big issue, and I'm support that if this is won't be banned or something like that, that will be much better between governments.
Okay, thank you, Maltem. And that subject this evening, of course, but sharing, having that debate is very good. That's excellent. Well, we share
It
ideas.
really went much more better than I thought it would be. You know, I didn't think that these students will be that, into this subject.
No, but
I'm
I think
so
it's
glad.
due to the quality of the preparation.
Yes, I'm so glad that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm so happy, guys. Thank you for all your efforts. And yeah, I don't know. Let me tell you, I won't be lying. My top speakers were Rio, Amin, Pablo, and Matyak. Actually, I don't choose sides, but they were my, because they were listening and they were, answering, and they were listening, and this was debate. So thanks, guys, for your efforts. I don't know you, Önder teacher, Alvaro teacher, Jaime teacher, Jean-Michel teacher, Kadri teacher. I don't know you guys, but those guys were my faves.
I agree with you, Ozge, that I'm not giving names, but I have to tell that
I am giving names. I need to encourage them. Come on.
No, yeah, I know, but what I mean is that you're right when you say that people who listen and answer, that's a debate. I agree with you. Yeah, so congratulations. And honestly, the debate overall was an excellent one. So congratulations.
And I would like to thank Jean-Michel. I mean, I I don't know, I couldn't make any better choice to, for a moderator. I mean,
I agree with you, Osge. I agree with you.
I'm sorry, Jaime. I'm sorry, my dear teachers, but I think in this one I made the right choice.
Yes, we
You
have
chose
the
your
same,
side. Okay.
Yes,
same
I'm
attitude.
sorry.
And yes, we
Oh,
can learn because
We
you
can
just-
learn from him.
You just asked
When
me
we will
when
have
before
another
the-
meeting with
the
this,
chat.
we have the man. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think we can just call it a night. What do you think?